Don't worry, guys. If you make it out of here alive, I'm sending you to a much nicer place.
Oh, wonderful!
That's nice.
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's from getting here to there. That's the trick.
That's the trick. Yeah.
You'll be able to buy pants.
Wearing
I can
pants.
buy pants now.
Who needs pants? You're going to be made fun of for your lack of pants. Anyway,
We have pants, don't we?
you have thongs.
We are a desert people. We have pants.
Basically, what he's trying to imply is that if he does not get this mask back to this gentleman, then Odin's word is not worth really a lot.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah, that's not
very
super
bad.
good.
Gotta
Get some bad Yelp reviews.
So it's like the word of Odin on Fate, Yelp reviews.
It's like
1 out of 5 stars.
great food. Stuff gets stolen though.
Well,
Service is okay. I want to imagine that just like somebody, just like there's a Yelp page about Odin, and there's just like internet trolls just writing a really bad review. Odin can't keep an eye on one mask. He's only got one.
But by internet trolls, you totally mean frost giants, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
obviously.
100%. I'm just now
Like,
just
this
imagining
guy's a total
frost
frost
giants
giant.
on the internet.
Okay. What was that, Sam?
The audience is cheering a lot for Howie. There's a lot of, like, really good ones. It's Howie, Wowie, Howie, Howie, Zowie, Break the Douchador.
Door! Oh my god! Yes!
I love it. Yes!
Oh, I want that on a
How many
shirt
people-
now.
everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Ghostbusters Detroit. Why are we here? Because you demanded I make this a full series, apparently.
Who says Christmas wishes don't come true?
Yep, miracles, I guess, do happen. So here we are for part 3 of Ghostbusters Detroit. I am Tom. I will be the Ghostmaster this morning. I'm a member of D20 Live in the 404s. Let's go around the circle, starting with the top left, which I believe is our favorite Scotsman.
Oh, hello. It's me. I'm Connell. I am known as Macbeth on the VTuber scene, streaming as often as I possibly can. And today I am playing a one RJ McCabe. And we just went through time or something, but we'll get to that in a moment, because sitting just below me is a large Michael.
Hi everyone, Big Mike here, once again taking the role of Gary, the historian. And I'm terrified that we're getting teleported to a point in time where I no longer need Google web pages and now need actual history books. But we'll see how that goes.
And sitting across from you would be my dear friend, Byron.
Hi everybody, I'm Byron. Today I'm playing AJ Weiss, and I'm gonna punch me a tiger today. Took me away from all my toys.
And last but certainly not least, our wonderful performer and, I believe, master of all technological components.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam, the production manager. Currently I'm having some technical issues, so please forgive me if I'm being a little quiet.
We love you.
We love you, and we, as we all know, we love you, and if you need to smack electronics, we fully forgive you and understand.
Fucking Christ, hold up. Alright, Colin DeLorean just donated $150
What?
saying a
what?
time-traveling DeLorean flies by and drops money.
Hell yeah!
That
dude!
That
Hell
whoa.
yes!
Oh.
Whoa!
Thank you, Colin DeLorean.
Starting strong. Thank you, my friend. It's amazing.
Whoa.
Damn!
Oh.
Let's hope we can live up to that now.
Oh, we will. We'll live
Yeah,
up
setting
to
the bar nice and high.
Live up
Oh,
to
no.
infamy.
Keep raising that bar so I can walk under it, please. I can't climb
you're
that
gonna
high.
have to work. No, you're
Help me, Father.
you're gonna work for it. I promise you.
Help me.
All right, Mike. Do we have any announcements we need to make before we start?
Not just yet. D20 Live will actually not be having any streams in early September that aren't going to be spontaneous craft checks, because we're working on something big towards the middle end, which will be announced in about around this time next week. We're just finalizing some last minute details before we can go live with the announcement. But if some of you have been watching us on the Optimal Duo, you know exactly what we're trying to do and try to make happen. And no matter what happens, it's going to be a pile of dumb fun. Because we're going to be having given guns. Not in real life, in a game.
I like Ghostbusters, he says. Well, I've got some news for you, because today we're playing quote-unquote Ghostbusters.
Hey, there's ghosts. There will be busting. Ergo, Ghostbusters.
We have more authenticity to us as a Ghostbuster group than the group of guys that had that gorilla.
Yeah!
Very true.
Not
We are
everyone got
Guys who had a
100% more accurate.
gorilla? What?
The original Ghostbusters
There's actually a
cartoon was
Ghostbusters
nothing.
show that predates the Ghostbusters, which had a gorilla on the team.
Yeah, it was like a hillbilly team.
Yeah.
Big purple gorilla,
Right.
guy with a shotgun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why the cartoon was called The Real Ghostbusters.
The real yeah, right, because there was already somehow something called the Ghostbusters that was on television.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was terrible.
It was Don Bluth and Lou Scheimer putting together that cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Well, it's okay. We're gonna do Ghostbusters done right? Question mark?
Oh yeah, you keep putting those question marks on things we're gonna need.
Yeah, again, I thought this was gonna be a one-shot, so every single session more we do, I'm like more and more like concerned of how the hell did we get here?
It's a valid question.
I've been reading the notes Tom sent me, and you should see my eyes getting wider and wider at where we're going.
Sexy goblin question mark?
Oh, you know it's not going to be that. We never get sexy goblins.
No, I'll just get to do the sexy ghosts eventually.
Say, if you're looking for sexy goblins, just go into the VTuber section of Twitter.
I believe you. But that's not where we're going, because we're going through time and space. After you guys made contact with Warlock Willie's grave last time around, do you guys remember what happened?
There was like a tiger.
Yeah, fucking Time Tiger showed up. And I strongly suspect we're going to be just quoting Army of Darkness as we go through this entire sequence of events.
A little. I will more than allow Army of Darkness quotes, so yes, Time Tiger erupted out of a green vortex, swirling and trapping you all as you hurl and fall through the lost ravages of time. If any of you guys want to make a check to try and figure out what you're seeing around you, just let me know.
Hell yeah.
I'll make a brains roll on that.
Okay.
Can I make a brains roll and add my history to it? So that
Yes,
way
you can.
I can actually recognize it?
I will attempt an occult roll.
I don't remember what any numbers mean.
You roll so many dice.
I got that, but it's the total, and I'm like, all right. And if there's a 6 on the end, that's bad.
Like Chief, who got a 6
Oh, that's
on
good.
his roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so in order, Sam,
Yeah.
as you're falling through time, you clearly recognize there's sections of this that is your own timeline. Like, you are positive you just saw yourself in the second grade for a second there. You've seen like just snippets of your own timeline and things you don't quite recognize. So your mind is safe. It is not blown.
Okay.
You just know you're traveling through time.
All right.
Oh no.
Byron, you rolled your brains, right?
I rolled brains, yep.
Okay. As you're falling through, you clearly recognize certain events. Like, you are positive you just saw Alexander Graham Bell, like, dealing with the telephone for the first time. It's just like little bits and pieces. You're pretty sure saw your great uncle Houdini again. Just little snippets of your life that you recognize immediately. I'm gonna skip Connell and save you for last.
Okay, he did get a 31 though, so he still did well. Just something weird happens on the edge of it.
Oh,
yeah, because there were so many
exactly
6s.
Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, beans.
Before you see an active timeline. You are connecting dots left, right, and center, and coming up with like the formation of certain buildings. You know, that's this section that is like on 4th, 5th Street of Detroit. You know a lot of these buildings. You can see the events you recognize. It is the entire history of Detroit unraveling in front of you.
Someone was drunk when they burned down the wooden stove.
That bowling pin.
That's where the bowling pin comes from.
Yes, the mysteries of Detroit are unraveling themselves to you as long as you are in this time stream. Detroit makes sense.
I'm doing the 11th the 13th Doctor, when he walked in the TARDIS for the first time and pretended it was his first time. Oh, the wheels of causality are broken.
Yeah, that's where you are right now. Now, Connell.
Yeah.
You have the same thing. You are seeing different snippets of time. It's flying past you, but then you have one moment that stands out the most, and you can clearly see a scientist working away in his lab. He's tinkering away, he's wearing his screws, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden he stops, he turns, and he stares directly at you. And you recognize him immediately.
Is it Doc Brown?
It's Thomas Edison.
Oh no! We have his soul.
You remember, in the first episode, you took the dying breath of Thomas Edison out of the Ford factory, and you've kept it in the station ever since then.
Yes, we did.
He hates
we
us
moved
now.
him.
We really can't let that thing break.
So it's just like,
breath.
you know...
We have the dying breath of a shitty con man.
So it's like, you know, two ships passing a night moment. It's just that moment where he sees you and you make eye contact.
Sorry, all I heard was just like, it's just like, I just see that we're all falling through like a giant time hole. Connell just slows down. He just, like, it's that slow motion, like the two of them, and for some reason you just hear strangers in the night.
and he looks at me, And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him.
Oh, our grand arch nemesis is gonna be Edison on like an
It's like that meme from Umbrella Academy where the two of them are driving past each other, like looking like.
It's basically that, yeah, except you're falling through time.
It's gonna be Thomas Undeadison.
Oh God, he's gonna be.
And as quickly,
how dare you?
And as quickly as you entered this wormhole, all of a sudden you find yourself falling through again and toppling onto the only sensation you got is gravity's back, and you all taste dirt.
Sweet, delicious dirt.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Detroit dirt. This is.
All right, I gotta do this right. I gotta do the whole
could be
Ash
poison.
thing going.
Around you stands a forest.
There was a forest when we got here. Where's the car?
The car is gone, as is the road, as is the fence, as is every tombstone. You are in just preserved nature with no identifying marks in any direction.
Are all of the trees slightly smaller?
They are trees? Did you take measurements of the trees beforehand?
You know, if they're, you know what? There's a chance they're visibly smaller trees.
There could be different trees. It's not like if we went back 100 years, the forest would just be a very small forest. It's like it would be different trees, and then those trees would grow up and fall over, and new trees would grow up and take their place, right? So, like,
Mike, roll for it.
Or it's just
Mike.
a
See what you
field with a
learn.
bunch of saplings in it.
Roll for it, Mike. How are you investigating these trees?
Yeah, look for it. Yeah.
Brains.
Two.
It's
4 altogether.
It's the woods. It's definitely the woods. And it feels like the woods.
Gonna roll 4d6 for brains. Got 13.
Connell had explained to me that all forests don't grow uniformly.
Yeah, they all don't grow at once.
Connell,
that's not how forests work.
You're in a
Mike.
wood. You're in the woods right now, Connell. That's
Yeah, we
you
are.
can't. You do not have the forestry skills to identify a forest based on a small patch of grass.
No, but I do know that Detroit is a smelly helltown for bastard people, and even the woods outside of Detroit, the soil out there is truly poisonous and filthy, and probably a little radioactive.
That's not. You got like pristine woods.
It's pristine woods with
pristine
good dirt.
woods. The air is absurdly clean. In fact, you don't think you've ever tasted air this fresh.
My God, it's like the light. The land is in black.
Outside of the fresh air, like.
What position?
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all.
What position is the sun in right now?
The sun appears to be either rising or setting. It is not noon. It appears to be about a couple hours away from dusk or dawn. You can't tell which direction's which.
I pull out my phone and see what time it is.
I'm so impressed that of all of us, you're the person who was like, just used to see if phones are still a thing. I'm like, oh my God,
I need the phone.
we're all so stupid.
All right,
We're
Sam.
all so stupid.
According to your phone, it has been all of 3 minutes since you fell in the time portal, and you have no bars.
No bars. That's not good.
No bars.
That is not good.
What if we have to charge our cell phones using the proton packs?
That's not.
That would be an extraordinarily bad idea, Gary.
Yeah, no, that's a big no.
Why
I don't think we put a USB port on these things. Just
You know, put a surge protector or 12 on it.
Do you have
stick a power bar on
Maybe
there.
there's one in here. I don't know how these things work. I reach history and I think we're in the past.
All right, we need to just get out of here, and we need to just find our bearings in some kind of a landmark.
Well,
Oh no, what if we're in the future? What if we're in the far future and civilization is collapsed and everything is fine now and nature has retaken the...
Are you guys done having panic attacks about being in the woods yet?
Apparently not. I like to run around in a circle and say, Moscow's on the south side, right?
No, it's the north side. For the love of God, let's just find a clearing and see if we can find our way to a landmark. And then we'll be able to determine whether or not we are in the past or we're in the future. However, judging by the fact that I could breathe clean air, probably pre-industrial age.
How can we find a clearing? I can't climb the trees. They're not smaller because of time.
Gary,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to calm down. The reason why I asked for the position of the sun is because we can basically find our cardinal directions from the position of where the sun is.
You almost said cardinal decorations.
I almost said cardinal decorations. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Byron, if your character, I presume, is wearing an analog watch, right?
Yes, I am.
So you know what direction north is.
Perfect. I pull up my watch, go, all right, north is that way.
Okay.
Let's just head north out of these woods.
To Canada?
Sure, someplace safe and recognizable.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So you guys start. I'm assuming you guys start trekking north.
Yeah.
It's very thick bush. There's literally no sign of anything. You keep wandering until eventually you guys find a thin, worn trail. You have to really look for it, but there is a slight trail through these woods now.
Does it look like it was put there by human feet, or is it an animal trail?
You can't quite tell right now. You can just tell that, oh yeah, there's definitely a path here because it's less bushes. It's a lot easier to travel through. It could be an animal trail, could be human.
Okay. We'll take it for now.
Okay. Continues you along. You're now heading slightly northeast until eventually, off in the distance, you hear a scream. Definitely human, and it's very high pitched.
Could be a goat.
Do goats scream and sound like humans?
Oh my God, Mike, do you not know?
No, I don't.
They do. Like,
Oh my
scary,
God.
they do.
That explains
there are
so
whole
much.
compilations of goats screaming like people, and it's terrifying.
Oh, that explains so many things.
It does. It's also so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that explains so many camping trips.
All right, I've had enough of this. I start trudging my way towards the sound of the scream, rolling up my sleeves, going, "Stupid tiger throwing me through an Einstein-Rosen bridge. God damn it! I'm gonna find me that tiger. I'm gonna skin him."
I follow him because I'm afraid, and I have a hair trigger on my proton.
I designed the ball with having a hair trigger. You're welcome.
Fuck. No. Oh no.
God, we're gonna add so much to the background radiation of wherever the hell we are. Just
Yeah, Scarlett's
Around
gonna
the
get buried
corner,
in paperwork.
Along the trail, not too much further down, you turn a bend and you see a small boy cowering, huddled up in the middle of a meadow as two green things are dive bombing him repeatedly over and over and over again.
like
And each time they do that, they leave a black smear across the kid's back.
like black.
PKE meter.
It's spiking.
We got ghosts.
I don't know when we are. I don't know where we are, but I do know ghosts.
All right,
Finally,
so you
something
guys-
makes.
Yeah, you guys all get a sneak attack because these guys are completely attracted to the kid right now. So what do you get to make the first move?
Don't shoot the kid, obviously.
I've shot.
Obviously.
In fear, I've chosen to shoot things.
Catch him at the height of their dive.
Bingo. Look at you with the smart
Yeah.
and all the smartness.
Look at you with the not panicking in the woods.
Dave, don't you fucking dare.
What?
Sorry, my brother's in the chat and he's going like, wait, why is Detroit so polluted? Ghostbusters for the future. He irradiated the past trees.
Tom, what
Yeah,
is the roll
that
for
sounds like us.
initiative?
Yeah, that does sound like us.
Yeah.
Moves?
Is it moves or?
For you guys it's moves to shoot unless you have fire weapon, then you use fire weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, groovy.
So there's my fire weapon.
Okay. Is anyone else going to join in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna join
That's my
in
moves.
I've chosen to panic, and I have.
with 3 dice. I got the maximum of 1 dice. Hooray!
All right. So, Byron, Mike, and Sam, you guys, without any problems, immediately track down your ghost. You get it right at the apex of its dive, and you manage to get a stream on it, singeing it. But it's very odd. Your blast seems to almost go through these things. Like
it's not catching them.
It's damaging them, but it's not stopping them per se. It stops for a bit, and all of a sudden the blast all of a sudden just like pierces through and goes keeps going.
Okay, well that means it's not the ghost, right?
Connell, your shot sails very wide.
Yeah, of course it does. Because of course it does. No, it's the PKE meter was going off, so it is some kind of reaction, but it's not the same kind of ghosts that we've been fighting because the streams are just going right through them.
Well, does the PKE meter pick up a signal off of the kid? Is the child haunted?
Is it the kid? Is the kid a ghost?
You can run it. Which of you has the PKE meter?
I do.
Don't
One of us is his mind.
The kid does not reduce a spike.
Oh, that's
Okay. So whatever those things are, they're not on the same kind of harmonic frequency that most ghosts are, so the capture beam is going right through them. RJ, try and throw up the trap and see if we can capture these things, because if it doesn't get hit by either the beam or the trap, these things are not the same kind of ghosts that we've been dealing with.
Copy that. I'm going to throw a trap out.
Okay.
I'm going to set a trap out, because what am I going to roll this trap out across? The fucking dirt and leaves? Like, I'm gonna go get him. Like that's not. I can't.
Roll your moves. See what you get.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh man, my moves. Oh, I got moves though. I got moves. That's another 3d6.
If you can justify
Hell yeah.
doing better, let me know. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I want him to throw not only
Literally just goes, throw it out a trap, and tries to roll it out, and it's like, and like the dirt falls over on the side.
No. This is far more. No, sorry, that's not how it is. You go, throw it out a trap, and in your gusto, you launch this thing as hard as you can, and it flies into the meadow, straight into the face of the child you're trying to save. So it just has that moment of like, oh, thunk.
Oh, no! Fucking knocks this kid in the face, knocks him unconscious.
Yeah, he looks over. He's got like a fresh chip, like small little cut in his cheek, but it looks like he's gonna be fine.
But he's unconscious.
Do we know any historical figures with a little scar on their face?
I got him googling him.
Oh, there are several.
However, it is now the ghost's turn. Now that they've seen you guys are there and attacking them, let's see what they do.
The ghosts are like, what the fuck?
Alright, so one of them turns to face you, and you now get a good look at this thing. It is a green Gorbus blob of a thing that is compiled together. The more you look at it, the more you see that it's not solid in the way that most ghosts at least have a corporeal form. And like, they're translucent, but they have a hard edge. The edges of this thing are just rolling on top of each other over and over again. It seems to be like made of a goo that is holding together just barely in the shape of anything. Most of the time it's just a circle with 2 appendages in the front, but even those appendages sometimes disappear. There's not a face, there's nothing.
Okay, I peered through the ectovisor. Is there something in the center of these things that's holding them together?
You look, and yes. At the center of this, there is the outside of it is a green glue swirl of energy, but there is a core at the center of it that is a dark shade of purple.
Oh no.
Alright. There's a core in the center of these things. I'm gonna fire my capture beam first. try not to cross the streams, but let's try and aim for it. I'm gonna put a couple of brownie points into this, Tom. I'm gonna put.
It's a good move, but the ghosts have to finish theirs first because that's one of the ghosts.
Yeah.
The other ghost is now going to take a swipe at Connell.
No.
Because he threw the trap and it makes sense, and I think it's funny.
I've done enough. Please.
It's going to go in and... Connell?
Yeah?
Congratulations. You've been slimed.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
This could be worse.
I did nail that kid pretty hard in the face. It's whatever.
It comes at you, and it comes right towards your face. You can see it coming. You get that moment as this thing slams into you, and it feels like someone's just thrown a wet towel at you. And
it's ghosts, you guys. It's definitely ghosts.
Yeah, you are left, like, from the waist up, covered in a thick, viscous goo that strangely tastes like baby formula.
Oh, you know the ladies love the thick, viscous goo.
You also lose 1 brownie point.
Oh, yeah, alright, I'll mark that off.
Alright, Byron, now you feel free to do what you want.
All right, I'm gonna aim for the core of the one that I could see. I'm gonna put 5 brownie points into this.
All right.
I did forget about brownie points. I feel so silly.
Mm-hmm. You hit it with ease. You
God
track it down.
Damn
you
it,
find
Byron!
that core.
God damn! Jesus!
A little excessive, but yeah, you now have this thing. You caught the first ghost.
It's the answer to the universe,
There's
Byron. You did it. It's 42.
There's a purple core in the center of these things. That's what you have to aim for. Anything else, it'll just pass right through.
Isn't it Sam's turn? Or...
Sam?
Okay, I will attempt.
Via my drippings, Visco.
So each brownie point adds a dice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I will use 3 brownie points, so that way my moves is 6 as opposed to 3. Hiya.
Solid.
23.
That's fucking solid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, takes you a second, but you also grab the second one, and you are easily able to lead it over to the trap.
Okay. Can I get the kid out of the way so that way, the trap that is currently on top of his unconscious torso doesn't give him 20 pounds of radiation and wipe an entire family line from history?
How are you doing this?
Well, you see, I have wrestling.
You can't just wrestle a child. That's not how that works.
Oh,
That's not for you to decide, Sam. That's for
you
the
can
dice to
absolutely
decide.
wrestle a child. Like, that's... I don't know how to tell you this, Sam. That's...
No, wait, you can't... Morally, you can't just wrestle a child.
We're in a
Roll
different
it,
time
Mike.
period. The
Roll
concept's
it.
different.
I feel like we've had this conversation several times with Mike specifically of like you can't just wrestle someone out of nowhere.
It's my best
And Mike is like, but then why am I like this? We have to.
Mike, if you want to use wrestle, I need to see the roll.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm gonna put 2 brownie points on that just to kind of spike it.
Yes,
Okay.
Satine, close your eyes and think of Hornswoggle.
Mike,
35. Good God.
what move were you going to use on this child?
Well, there's a move where if you grab someone by the legs, you pull them fast enough, you spin them around, you get them the hell out of there. I believe it's not a hurricanrana, but it's far dumber than that. So what I do is I basically take this child like a tablecloth and go floom and spin him around a bit, just to keep the inertia going, and then
This poor
hurl
guy.
him free. I'm not
That's
going
the
to do that
Cesaro's-
to our children when we have them.
That's the Cesaro swing. That's what you're doing.
This kid gets hit in the face with a trap, and before anything else, a giant guy grabs him by the fucking ankles, swings him around, and like hurls him into a tree.
No! Into
Like, God, I hope that wasn't anyone important.
a comfortable pile of debris.
All right,
What
RJ,
comfortable pile of debris, Mike. You're in the woods.
A pile of leaves that are nearby. Everyone likes jumping into a pile of leaves.
Throw him into a
So-
bush.
A bush of some
Okay.
Bush will do.
Okay. You throw him into the local bush.
Which is a bramble. Oh no!
Yes! That has thorns, Mike.
Oh,
But you don't have to worry about the child, because you still have to deal with the one ghost.
well, that was my action for this turn, so I can't do even that right now.
Alright, Connell, it's your turn.
I'm gonna
And
try
then,
to.
wait, sorry, Sam, did you get to go?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got both of the ghosts captured at this point. So.
Both of the
All right.
ghosts are understreamed now. I'm gonna check the trap because it did make contact with the child, and then that child was hurled into a bush. So I'm just gonna check the trap, make sure the trap is good to go, and get ready to hit the button on the trap for when the ghosts get brought above that.
Sure. I can give this one to you. The trap is still good.
Rock and roll.
The trap can easily withstand being thrown in someone's face. It's designed for much worse.
It's true, it is.
First time
Especially, I think, the one that we received for our office.
The Detroit model, twice as durable.
Yeah, they put, like, fucking cast iron around the outside of it, just in case.
I would have killed the kid.
That poor kid.
Every enhancement we make to our trap.
Kids are durable. Kids are durable. He'll be fine.
Yeah, they
And to be
bounce.
fair, let's just take a moment to be thankful that, like, Mike's character didn't just, like, run up on the kid and just, like, put him in a fucking, like, sleeper hold. Like, shh, shh.
It's alright. If Mike hadn't told me what he was going to do, I'm like, yeah, fine. You go up and you German suplex the kid out of the way.
No, that would put the child in danger.
Yeah, and God forbid.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't want to hurt this poor lad.
No, it's far better to throw
Stop
things at his
cleric.
face and then chuck him into the brambles.
Oh yes.
Alright, so are you going to try and activate the trap on the ghost that's still up there then? Connell?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna make sure that trap is up, and I'm gonna hit that button. Do I need to do a roll to hit the button to catch the ghost?
Well,
What kind of roll
how do you
is
want to
that?
do it? So you have options. You have to tell me how you're doing it. Are you
Well,
doing
I'm
it-
gonna try to put the trap into the most open and like bad place that's out there, like the most level spot that I can find in the woods that's in the open, and then like run back towards the little button and hit it as soon as one of the ghosts get over top.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's
Moves?
moves because you're running around a lot.
Can I use 3 points?
They are your points to use wherever you want. So yes,
Okay.
you can.
I'm gonna use 3 points. That puts me down to 16, and I'm gonna roll now 66. Oh, thank goodness that wasn't a 6 in the end. I got a 19.
All right, 19. One ghost down, one ghost left. There's now one slimy thing still circling around looking at you.
Do we have a second trap, or can we just open up the same trap and pop it into that one?
You can just use the same trap.
Okay. Well, didn't Sam pin the other one? Or was-
Yeah, Sam's got the other one pinned.
So I just need.
Yeah, we have them both pinned, so
Okay, well, who's on the top of the initiative order that can just hit the button again?
Believe that would be you, Child Slammer.
Oh,
No, sorry, that would be Byron.
still holding on to the capture beam on the other one. I run over and just, all right, RJ, thanks. Hit the button again.
All right,
No problem.
roll for it.
I'm gonna use brains in my case,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put 2 extra brownie points in front of this.
Do it up.
There we go.
Goddamn.
19.
All right, and the second ghost is captured.
Yeah.
So you all take a breath, take a moment.
Oh no, that
you know,
child.
Yes,
Yeah,
after
took out the
that,
child.
you start hearing some rustling in the thicket.
I'll go get him.
As you hear the
I'll go get him.
Are you walking into the brambles to rescue this child?
God, no, I'm not an idiot. I put my hand in and just pull him out. Only an idiot walks into brambles.
Or gets thrown in, right?
Lateral move.
So out you pull.
Yeah. There you go.
You pull. Yeah.
Give him-
Sam, can I get photo number 2, please?
Photo number
No,
2.
no. Why?
So out from the brambles, you managed to capture a small boy, as it were. He is covered in small cuts. He definitely has the start of a very good shiner going on one side of his face.
That's not numbered. That was That was not number 2. Hang on a second.
Tom, that is
Uh-oh.
there's no way what you numbered photo number 2 is in no way possible to be photo number 2.
I have fixed it. So here, there's number 2. I think that's the.
This number. Is it? Yeah, that's the one.
There
We're
you
good.
go.
You did not number that correctly at all.
Who's
and you
that
owe
boy?
Sam
No, sorry. I did this last night and I was very tired. And
It's
I
like, who's
realized,
that
oh crap, I didn't
Pokemon?
get any of the photos done.
Except he's a little boy.
Yeah, it's the boy. He comes out of the brambles pile. He's coming up. He's rubbing his eye and goes like, "Thank you, I suppose."
Oh, good.
Oh,
he
good,
speaks
we're-
English. Where are
Oh,
we?
good. We're at.
You're in the woods.
Where's the nearest settlement?
Oh, that would be home. It's just back that way. Who are you?
We're
No,
from
well,
Vatican. We're
What?
priests from the Vatican. We specialize in exorcisms.
Look, I know you think that we've gone back in time, but we also could have very equally just been transported to Connecticut in an Amish village.
Then we doubly have a shot.
Are you sure?
He looks at
Yeah,
you
what do
in
the
awe,
Amish think about the church?
and he goes, "Your exorcisms, exorcists. Yes, please, you must come with me now. Yes, we must talk to Father." He grabs one of your hands and he starts dragging you as quickly as he can through the woods as fast as he can muster.
All right. What year are we in?
Prithee, lad, we have traveled many a moon and date. Pun, we have lost the day of the year of our good Christ.
Oh, please. No.
Could you bespoke upon us
Oh, God.
the Anno Domini?
I'd like to apologize formally for my colleague.
While he's leading you through the woods, he screams back, "It's 1805, good sir! Please come! Please come!"
Suck it!
He leads you through a winding trail through the thicket, and Sam, if we can get photo number 3.
At least we didn't toss him a shilling and tell him to go buy us a Christmas
Yeah.
goose.
You turn the corner and you see
Hang on.
a very
Wait.
quaint village.
There we go. That's the one.
Yeah, because that was photo number 1, dude.
Wow, okay, that came out wrong. Sorry.
Whoa.
A very quaint village. Stretches before you. Wooden homes, wooden fences, animals going throughout the street. From the distance, you can hear the sounds of a blacksmith hammering away. And, it's just a nice, quaint little village.
That's nice.
It's really good we didn't.
And as immediately as you see this village, the boy runs ahead as quickly as possible, screaming, "Father! Father! Father, come quick!" And eventually a tall, black-haired man comes out of one of the huts, and he starts jogging towards the boy and immediately hugs him as hard as he can on sight. He starts looking at him, does the once over, and really looks at his eye, and the boy just points over at you.
Oh,
Man stands up straight and starts marching towards you with purpose.
I assume a prayer post.
Is there an image
you
for
wouldn't
this man?
strike a priest with glasses, would you?
Tom, do you have an image for this man? Is it the dude?
Yes,
with the
we
lantern?
do.
Is
That's
it-
Oh, do
roughly
you?
number 4.
Is it the one with the lantern?
Is it the dude with the
That's the one with the lantern.
Very
I am so
cool.
sorry that none of the names stuck, Sam.
None of them did know.
You are paying for
dang.
that cheesecake tonight, Tom.
Oh, he's so handsome.
He's a very handsome man.
Blessed be my son.
Oh no.
Kind of looks like
We-
Dracula.
We acolytes of the church have come to bless thy village.
Oh god.
Regretfully, we only know the name in Latin and know not the name of the new world.
He looks at you up and down. Are you the ones that struck my son?
No,
I'm
'twas the
very
bush
sorry.
Who struck your son. We rescued him from acolytes of Satan.
in the process of rescuing your son, he did accidentally get struck, and I will take responsibility for that. I'm gonna roll orate.
Wait, we don't even have orate in this game.
I do. I have 66 in orate.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, never mind. Oh, that's right, you do, because you're the con
Yeah,
man.
I got 23.
Before he does anything, you spin the tail as hard as you can in your favor. You describe
valiantly.
How you
we
yelled at the
did
boy
come across the boy being accosted by these spirits of the damned, and in our brave and purposeful rescue, I did strike your son in the face.
Say it was with the holy.
And then my large colleague, in an attempt to vigorously rescue the boy, threw him to a bush. We believe that the cuts and bruises upon him shall to build his character forthwith.
'Twas not Jesus that was blessed with his crown of thorns. Is your son so blessed with his slight matting of thorns?
Yeah, what they said.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about your son's face.
He looks at all of you, confused more than anything else. And goes, right, okay.
You had to smack up the demons.
Yes.
Colin, goddammit.
He then extends his hand and goes, I also understand that you saved his life.
Yes.
So as mayor of our little hamlet, I thank you profusely.
Shake his hand.
He shakes all of your hand, if you'll let him.
I do so.
Yeah.
As befitting a man.
Well,
RJ, wipe the slime from your hand first before you shake it.
No, he's covered in soot. This is like a male bonding moment where we're just filthy as we shake each other's hands.
yeah, he doesn't think two thoughts about the slime. He shakes your hand, wipes on his coat, doesn't even break eye contact.
Villagers love a viscous goo.
Do they?
Cigarette in my mouth, and I just shake it.
Yeah.
All right.
He looks and goes like, it's a pleasure to have you. You also mentioned you're from the Vatican.
Yes.
And exorcists?
Yes.
Yeah, we managed to trap the spirits in this vessel right here.
It's very holy.
He leans over his shoulder and yells, Willem! Is this true? Aye, Father, it is! They captured the spirits, they did!
Shouldn't we be like a whole
Yeah.
foot taller than this guy because of different dietary requirements?
Yeah, he stands about 5'9".
This woman is small.
So yeah, he's not that
my
tall.
height. Yeah, like he's like.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he's giving us this stern expression. He's like looking right at my chest.
Yeah, he looks at all of you and goes, I'm unaware that the Vatican had such extraordinary talent at their disposal. But
And-
regardless,
And that is the truth, my friend. So does the Lord bless with great prosperity. He blesses with gains.
Ugh.
Everyone's mad at me.
Ugh.
he looks at all of you yet
I
again.
hate you
and
so
goes,
much, it's unreal.
Well, as mayor, I bid you welcome. Hello, my name is Stanford Greaves. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'd like to point out that it's 1803. I am a woman wearing pants. I am really surprised they haven't called me a witch.
It's because we're from the church, and if they say anything,
they didn't have women priests there either. They had none.
we're from the Vatican. We can do whatever the hell we want, apparently. We could light this whole city on fire, and they'd be like, "Yep, yep, seems legit."
So, if you guys want to make an observation roll of some sorts, you might figure out why this guy's so happy to see you.
I'm gonna roll. What do we do for observation? Is it?
Justify it to me.
I'm gonna do a brains. And like scan over the town. And I'm gonna put two points on it. With a 25, doing a brains look around the village.
Brains of 14.
I meant to roll my brains, which should have been 2d6, which should have just gotten me 7.
Okay. How is your brain so low if you're the historian?
I'm only good at history.
I have 10.
Okay. So everybody except Mike immediately notices, if you look at the village, you can see a lot of slime residue, broken beams. There's been a lot of small damage happening to this place over and over again. Every third house has someone trying to repair it in some way.
Fuck.
Mike, you're just so excited about being in the past. You don't notice any of this.
I feel like I'm like a Tumblr post about time travelers, about how they traveled to 1993 and had too many shoulder pads. You know, just that, just like, I'm saying prithee to everybody.
Oh my god. It's so funny. It's like, it's fucking 1803 and I'm a woman wearing pants, and the people in the village are like, are you gonna help us fight the ghosts? You could be 3 demons stacked in a trench coat. If you're gonna help us fight the ghosts, I don't care.
Wait, hang on. Hang on a second. Wait, what was the year again?
Oh, it's 1805, good sir.
1805 now.
Mike, roll knowledge check.
No, oh no.
No, stop it. No.
Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
I hate this.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
About
Mike,
that.
just roll the knowledge check, please.
Okay.
Don't do...
Oh, the Vatican
Mike?
wasn't even a thing until 1929.
Mike, you have one question you need to ask this gentleman right now.
Have you had any fire problems lately?
Well, I meant we've had some skirmish. Sorry, I've been exceptionally rude. Please, welcome to the village of Detroit.
Oh god.
You just see Gary going, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Sorry, I gotta do it now, Connell.
Stop taking my camera, Jesus Christ.
I did it one time.
No, like both of y'all.
Mike,
I'm sorry.
you know exactly what's going to happen.
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get.
There was a very famous fire that same year. It wasn't in Chicago.
You are all indeed very correct. This is the year of the Great Detroit Fire. Mike, I believe I've given you notes on this one. Second page.
May I have the date precisely, good mayor?
It's June 10th. Are you unaware of what time it is?
Oh, we have traveled long and lost track of the days. We had no means of recording them because of the fact that our calendar was stolen by a ferret. Now then.
Very well. Well, it's June 10th, 1805, sir.
Of course.
June 10th, you guys. It's June 10th. Oh.
I could go for some bread. Could anyone else go for some bread? I could go for some bread right now. It'd be a good idea if we went to go for some bread.
Very well.
Long journey.
John Henry's Bakery is just down the street there.
Harvey, yep.
You can't miss it.
Henry, it's not John Harvey. Gonna have to get that one fixed in a book. All right.
I could go for a beer right now.
Oh, he'll have that. So I just, as he's guiding us, I kind of huddle with the guys. Chapos. I don't know how to tell you. Wait, hang on.
Chapos.
I'm doing the anachronistic talk again. Anyway, guys, we're really bad. Tomorrow's the day of the Great Fire of Detroit.
So, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna try to save this town from their ghost problems, and I got a feeling, buddy, it's not gonna go so good.
What do you mean? We caused the Great Fire of Detroit.
Gary, I feel like we, with our proton accelerators, like our positron colliders, I think maybe we're gonna try to catch these ghosts, and it's not gonna go so good for them.
Guess what these things are really good at doing? I remember the bodega from the first episode.
Oh, the bodega. Oh god, I forgot that we called it a bodega.
Yeah. So Gary, you go on to explain what the fire was.
The blaze is believed to have begun or near the stables of John Harvey. Now we know it's John Henry, the local baker. With no official cause determined, it was rumored that the hot ashes from a pipe started the fire. One of the first buildings that caught fire was a nearby barn, from which flames spread quickly to the other wooden structures. The population of Detroit at the time was 600 people. The city.
Well, at least I know what my cover story is.
The city.
It was like a pipe.
A paid professional fire department would not acquire the first steam engine fire truck until the mid-century. Thus, Detroiters attempted to save their city by engaging what was called a bucket brigade.
Yep. They would pass buckets to and from the river, trying to save the town.
It was actually believed they were surprised they weren't so successful because on account of the fact they were very close to the river.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that survived was an old fort and a few chimneys, and no one dies.
Well, that's good. No one dies.
So as you're walking along, eventually,
Oh, this is when. Oh, hang on, guys. This is right. This is the This is when the Detroit starts to look like a pentagram. Actually, is after this moment. This is the point in history where Detroit gets the roads that look like a. They call it a historical wheel, but it looks like
Oh, this sucks. Cool. Well, at least I know what my official cover story is going to be. I'm going to blame somebody's pipe ash on the fact that we're about to burn down this town tomorrow.
What if we don't burn down the town, though? What if it's not us?
We have a very good chance of doing it.
Well, I mean,
also, I would be so fucking surprised if us 4 time-traveling Ghostbusters showed up in this town with our fucking proton packs and we weren't the cause of the fire.
be ironic, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't be irony.
Well,
That's not irony. That's not what that is.
While the conversation's going on, I pull out the PKE meter. If anybody asks, Vatican approved divining rod. And I'm just waving it around, just to see if there's any kind of low-level psychokinetic energy in the town.
there is just a low level of something. Like, the needle is barely dipping. It's just like flickering ever so tiny at the bottom areas. So
Okay.
there's something here, but it's probably not here at the moment.
Okay. Probably check closer to nightfall.
Yep. So the mayor's giving you the tour until eventually one of the local villagers going, "Hello, Mayor Greaves. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hello, Mayor Greaves."
He's liked. Oh, guys, I had a thought. What if us firing our proton packs in the area might cause low-level radiation to mutate the local populace who has no real protection from it?
The populace doesn't have a protection from it back in normal times.
Yeah, but, like, we have it contained.
No, we don't.
We do.
What are you talking about?
It's barely contained.
We shoot these things all over the place. We're wearing them right now, and like, what do you think we're shielded? Like, what are you talking about?
We're all. Don't our outfits have lead in them?
No. These are just jumpers.
I appreciate you, Sage, for thinking of my character Scarlet. He said, "I'm thinking through about this. Poor Scarlet will be swamped with work from this."
Yeah.
Her and her time agency, yes.
Yeah.
Those poor people. The one that went through the books.
Yep.
You finally get to the end of the village, and Stanford Grieve turns to you. He looks, it's like, "Right, now that the tour is out of the way and no one else is in earshot, I would love to hear why you're actually in my town."
It's actually
Because
what we said.
Is it?
Greaves, I've got some good news for you. You might be the last beloved mayor of Detroit. You might be the last mayor that anyone likes out of this town.
That sounds like a threat, sir.
I'm assuming you're from the future, the same as the last one.
Wait,
last one.
What?
Yes, the bizarre Scotsman that was here until a few months ago. Look, that's irrelevant to what's happening right now.
No, it's not. It's so relevant. You have to tell me about the Scotsman.
Wait. White hair, had a long black coat, had a blue box that he got into?
No. Very tall man, beard, wore a strange tartan shirt. And blue trousers. Look, that's the least of my concerns right now. Are you here for the imp?
There's an imp.
Oh, him! Oh, he would...
What?
He's not real.
Oh, I assure you, sir, he is very real.
Gary,
He's
no.
referring to the Neon Rouge. It's called the Red Dwarf of Detroit. It's believed to be behind every single bad thing that ever happened in Detroit. He's not.
Yes.
He's not real. We would have killed him by now.
Mayor looks at you dead in the eyes and goes, I assure you, that little fucking imp is very real and doing a lot of damage to my town as we speak.
Are we ever?
Perhaps you should Gary, do you want to explain to the others what the Nine Rouge is?
According to various narratives surrounding the figure, Detroit's founder, Antoine de la Monthe Cadillac, was told by a fortune teller to please the Neon Rouge, but upon accounting the creature, he smacked it with his cane and shouted, "Get out of my way, you red imp." As with consequence, a string of bad luck befell Cadillac. He was charged with the abuse of power and reassigned to Louisiana, later returning to France, where he was briefly imprisoned and lost his fortune. It's said that the Neon Rouge is tied to every bad thing that ever happened in Detroit. He's not.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean every single bad every time there's ever been a major catastrophe in Detroit, someone has spotted the imp. And Mike, you didn't tell them about the stupidest part of this thing.
According to...
So...
Are we talking about the festival?
Yeah.
The Neon Rouge legend has become part of contemporary Detroit culture. Each spring, the city hosts a community festival and costume parade called the March of the Neon Rouge, in which the creature is traditionally chased out of the city. After the conclusion of the parade, an effigy of the Neon Rouge is destroyed, thus banishing the evil spirit from the city for another year. According to tradition, parade participants and spectators are encouraged to wear different costumes so that when the Neon Rouge next returns, he won't recognize the people who ousted him from the city limits and thus not be able to seek personal vengeance.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is a real thing, too. There's actually a parade every year in Detroit to keep this imp from causing chaos.
Huh.
Yeah, he's not real. He's fake, guys.
Well, apparently he is.
Well,
so let's go shoot him.
What evidence do you have that the Neon Rouge is real?
Detroit.
Yeah.
The mayor then points to like 3 of the local buildings where there's scorch marks on the roofs.
That just implies a pyromania problem.
Gary, we took down a ghost truck.
Yes.
We're also in the past.
Yeah.
There is plenty of empirical evidence to suggest that he exists, like the Jersey Devil.
Yeah. He's not.
I love that it's just like, yeah, we catch ghosts, and yeah, we have the last dying breath of Thomas Edison in our base, and yeah, we're in the past, but I draw the line at this imp.
Yeah.
this random imp.
Why did you do something like that?
Sam, are you okay?
No.
Because if
Where
the
is-
Neon Rouge were real, we would have found him in Detroit. We've been working in Detroit for the last 2 years. We'd have found him in the last festival. And I wouldn't have wasted an evening rather than trying to sleep with Ginny Humperlong.
Gary,
Yeah.
Who?
It's a long story. It was a rough night.
Gary, we also come from a time when there are over 3 million people in this city. There are only 600 here now.
Because then it means I did bad research and I didn't find him and he exists.
That's
Where-
you know what? You know what it could be? Maybe that's why there's that big crazy road thing that's in a shape of like a pentacle or whatever. Maybe that's because it's like a big seal holding the red imp, and that's why you couldn't find him.
Could be hiding in the bowling pin for all you know.
Could be hiding in the bowling pin. He did check the bowling pin, let's be fair.
Where is this thing? I look over to Mayor Greaves and great past knowledge. Where is this thing supposed to be located or hidden?
Where's what?
Neon Rouge.
The imp.
He comes at night and attacks us relentlessly. He's been doing it for the past 2 weeks.
Did anything different happen? Like,
aside from him trying to light the town on fire? No.
I mean, like, did you guys, like, I don't know, did anyone poop in his river or something?
I believe our founder cursed us with that.
In the founding of this place. He's been around for the last 40 years at least.
Could be.
Well, as the story goes, he cursed Cadillac and doomed the city that he founded. He's been haunting us ever since.
Yes, but he's not always here!
I don't know what you want from me. I'm barely holding this town together. And you people from the future start wandering around and saying Vatican over and over again if that's an excuse. This woman's wearing trousers. If I wasn't on the face of death, I would have many questions. I just want to know, can you help?
Yeah, totally.
Of course we can help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't question my
Thank you.
trousers.
We have the means to track this thing down and deal with it.
Thank the Lord. You're much more useful than that last.
Yeah, what was that guy's name?
Tell me more about this person.
First. William yells over, and the boy you threw in the bush earlier comes back. Look, take them to your workshop and tell them about the Scotsman. I have other things to attend to. Boy looks up and goes, yes, father, yes. Oh, would you please come to my laboratory?
I'm sorry, did you just say laboratory?
Yes, I call it that.
Let's go, quickly, now.
You know it's gonna be a shed with just like, a
shovel.
Yeah,
all danger scientists start in a shed.
He's
right. That's a real quote right there. All danger scientists start in the shed.
Yep.
Well,
I
right.
googled fictional, historic Scottish time travelers and found a whole bunch of lady porn. So I'm just gonna put that back down.
I want to be surprised.
Outlander.
Oh,
the boy William grabs your hand, Byron. He grabs AJ's hand and he books it into the town, leading you to the stone warehouse, kind of in the center of it.
This is quite well fortified for a laboratory.
Oh, it's not completely mine, but come. He leads you inside and he takes you up into like the attic area. Which is basically just an overhang to one of the silos.
Okay.
So you got like a 4-foot clearance of roof, so all of you are hunched over. But before you stands a plethora of like just odds and ends and weird things that this kid has acquired over the years.
It's a bent fork.
Pardon?
It's a bent fork.
A stick
Sure.
that he thinks split upside down, but it's just an upside down stick.
Yep. There's a shelf just filled with different like rocks and minerals of anything that he could thought was interesting or odd. And then you're looking past that and it starts to get weird and more strange of stuff that definitely shouldn't be here. There's a table in the back with 2 big glass vats of pink something or other. There's a large mural painted on the walls that you instantly recognize as that is Time Tiger, the thing that dragged you into the past, pulling out of a vortex. Riding on top of it, there is a figure dressed up in plaid, riding on top of the tiger, and then smeared in large letters in red, which could be blood, is reading the words "Employee of the Month."
Oh, it's
my
Howie.
God, it's Howie.
It's Howie.
The jars with the pink fluid in them, I immediately scan my PKE meter over them.
they go way up immediately.
You want me to show
I
a
go-
picture of these jars
I have-
of pink goo?
I have a
Oh,
hypothesis.
no.
This
Not
may be
that
what I think it is.
Didn't
You disgusting-
the chapter of the Ghostbusters deal with something like this?
Pink goo.
Yep,
Yes,
it is
Byron?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep,
The pink goo!
it is the mood slime.
It's mood slime.
That is
No,
not-
ooze. We like saying ooze. It sounds better.
Oh, so-
Ooze.
Pink goo.
I looked at William and go, all right, hypothesis time for you. Have you experienced any kind of negative emotions around this fluid and has it reacted poorly?
No, but the opposite's true.
So when you were in a good mood, this produces some kind of reaction to it, correct?
Well, you see, originally, there was the Scotsman, and he points at the thing on top of the tiger.
Uh-huh.
See,
The
we
thing.
figured out he came, like, from where you're from, because the beast brought him back.
He's not Scotsman, he's Canadian.
Canada doesn't exist yet, Sam!
Yeah, they don't know that. They don't know what Canada is.
All they see is a man who talks with a strange accent wearing a tartan.
To be
That's
fair,
fair.
Canada was built by the Scots, so it's
And the French.
Yeah, this is the only part I got historically accurate, because I had to realize, wait, shit, Canada doesn't exist. They would not know where he's from. He just
don't
show
know
up,
what
they
that
think
is.
he's Scottish with a bizarre
Yeah.
accent.
Scotsman wearing pantaloons.
Yeah, so the Scotsman came, he said his name was Howard, and, well, whenever he was here, the slime would bubble and grow. It was originally only one jar, but he's always smiling, that man. He was very strange. And then it got more, and then I had to put in the second jar. So I think what happens is, when you smile, it gets bigger.
It's this fluid reacts to positivity, whether it's positively charged, correct, or whether it's to positive emotions.
That's weird.
Which
though.
is astounding considering we're in, like, Detroit of 1805. The fact that there's more you know what? I don't want to know. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. The fact that people were happier in 1805 than they are now.
I mean, literally see the
that
fruit
there's
of your
just
labor
more
in a-
positive energy around in 1805 being attacked by a demon than there is in modern day 2023.
Well, I mean, look at it logically. You can literally see the fruit of your labor. You want to build a house, you have a house, right? I mean, if you want to get away, if you want it to be negative, I'm sure we could find a local indigenous tribe, and I'm pretty sure that'll pitch the other direction.
That's true. That's a very well. Actually, no. I don't know if they've been wiped out as much just yet because it is
No, but,
1805.
Like, they wouldn't exactly be happy about anything right now.
guys,
it's
Byron
like
has a
dropping
point.
off. It's like dropping
Fair
off.
point.
It's like dropping off a whole bunch of fluid in the middle of like a really rich guy's castle. Of course, he's gonna be happy.
However,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Sorry.
However, we may need to use this in order to deal with the imp, especially if it has a more corporeal form than what we've been used to dealing with.
Hmm.
Because
Fair
we dump
point.
that on him, maybe he'll be too much of a smiling idiot to do anything else.
Well, here's the question though: where did this come from?
That's a good question. William, where did you find this?
Oh, the Scotsman had it.
He gave it to you.
He showed up after the beast attacked him, and he said, "I vow vengeance, and I will find it."
His name
Oh,
is
no,
And
Sam.
it was on his trousers when he showed up into the village.
Guys, this guy's name's William.
Yeah.
Is this not Warlock Willie?
What?
It's Warlock Willie.
What? No, it can't be. Warlock Willie. Hang on. What year did Warlock Willie?
If you look at me right now and tell me Warlock Willie's not real, I'm going to strike you.
William,
Are you saying this to the child?
No, I'm saying this to Gary.
William, what's your last name?
Stanford, same as my father. It's Greaves.
Just you see Gary going through the Rolodex's head. He's just like, hang on a second. It can't be. Warlock Willie dies in 1840, and you just see Gary stop as he says that sentence. He just goes.
What was Warlock Willie's last name?
Yeah.
I need to find Willie's last name. Hang on, give me a second.
Was it Greaves?
It was not Greaves.
Are we standing in the room right now with child Warlock Willie?
Did we give him the inadvertent brain damage by hitting him with the trap that drives him mad?
His last name was Dexter. His last name was Dexter. He can't be Warlock Willie.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. So it was the man in the tartan that was fighting the tiger.
I think
that brought this.
What's a tiger?
That thing. But
Yeah,
normally
point
don't
at
Oh,
it.
the beast! Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it was
the-
on his trousers when he entered the village. I thought it was interesting, so
Sorry.
I put it in a jar, and it's been growing ever since.
His name was
that's
Joseph
smart.
Willard Seymour. He can't be Warlock Willie.
Do you know, child, anyone in this village or in this area named Joseph Willard Seymour?
No? Should I?
No, you shouldn't. I'm just
Don't worry about it.
covering my bases.
Don't worry about it. Just a lot of questioning, but it was good that you had this here. This might be what we need in order to take care of the imp.
That is actually a very good point.
I'm glad I could help. I just wish... Can you use this to fight him? He's been scaring my dad a lot.
I think so, yes.
Absolutely. Do we have any of the packs that can throw this stuff, or are we gonna have to try to figure that out?
We're gonna.
I meant you only got a mad scientist in your party.
Those packs were in the car.
And you're in a shed full of stuff.
Compression.
Hold on. Let me just quickly take a look around.
Yeah, Weiss, what do you got?
Yeah, you know what? I could bodge something together to throw it at him. Yeah,
All right,
I got it.
This
Make a
is
brain
my
roll.
laboratory. Look at my soil
For
redistributor,
brains.
and it's a shovel.
Cool.
What do you think you can make out of this?
I'm gonna add 5 brownie points to this for 9 dice.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, 32.
All right. Using the things around you, you can't quite make like a super soaker for this stuff yet, but you can definitely make a version that's a potato cannon. So it'll cause just like a shotgun blast of slime.
Is it a
And you
bucket?
can attach it
gun.
to 2 of your blasters.
Is it a bucket attached to a rope?
It's a little more impressive than that, and you can attach it to 2 people's proton packs.
All right. I'll attach it to. I'll attach it to one of mine. I'll attach it to mine, and I'll attach it to Gary. Bring your trap. Bring your pack over here for a second.
Oh God, I have the worst name in the group. Okay.
You got it, Gary. I believe in you.
I've been yelled at a lot today as a historian.
It's a snot gun.
Yeah. I actually it's like.
That's right, Colin.
It's like William. I know you've seen me do this. However, I'm going to have to ask you right now to forget what you've seen me build here, because we don't need future knowledge encroaching on past time.
That's exactly what the last one said. He said that knowledge from the future directly drives from the past, and the changes ripple through time and space, causing untold consequences.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
that's why the plans for building these things are up here, and I'm going to ask you to just forget.
Well, I mean, all you did was create a simple pressure valve with a release mechanism, but alright, I won't tell anyone.
Thank you.
Did this kid end up becoming?
And I actually walk back over.
Done anything that bad?
I walk back over to his shelf of rocks and stuff. I go, you might want to get rid of that one. That one could be poisoning you. He may have found uranium. Who knows?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of uranium in Detroit.
It's close to the Canadian Shield, man.
Yeah, that's
Fair
a fair point.
Which is one of the largest uranium deposits in the world. So just maybe get rid of that one, because that one can make you sick.
If you do too much to it.
Because Madame Curie is still doing her stuff, but that's
yeah.
that's in another country.
Madame Curie doesn't do her stuff until the 1930s, doesn't she?
No,
It is
she's
late 18s, isn't it?
yeah, late 18s, but she'll get to it. But anyway,
Yeah.
Like
you don't need to know.
late 18s.
You don't need to know this stuff right now, but just get rid of that one, because that one could maybe potentially make you really sick.
Alright,
Yes, it
thank
could.
you. Do you know what this means? And he points to the employee of the month, like giant mural.
Nothing. Actually, nothing. No. Literally nothing.
I'm
silly nonsense.
I'm gonna guess that wherever this guy worked, whatever kind of profession he had, he was deemed the employee of the month. That's my assumption.
He did say that a lot. He's a strange Scotsman. Do you guys have any other questions you want to ask to this kid?
Have you seen Neon Rouge?
Many times.
What's he look like?
He's about my height, red-skinned, big crooked nose. He has a terrible laugh whenever he does something mean to the village.
Huh.
And he only comes out at night, correct?
Fangs? Like, has he got horns, hooves?
Well,
Anything more?
usually wears like a big furry hat. He's got some horns in the front. I've only ever seen him at night, but the stories are he can come whenever he wants.
What kind of hat does he wear?
It's black, kind of pointy at the back.
So, could be a ghost, could also just be a dude with a huge nose and a sunburn.
I never met a man like him before, sir.
You never met a man like us before, too, either, but we're pretty bog standard where we come from.
I've never seen a woman in trousers before either.
Again,
So, yes, I've not seen much, sir.
Where we're from, it's so common. Does Neon Rouge curse the name as?
Sorry? Curse the
know.
name what?
I don't know.
He's
Was
cursed
was
the
that a message
village.
from the chat?
Yes, it is.
I know what they're doing. Yeah, they're trying to tie that
Okay.
together.
All right, that's fair. I'm just reading the chat. All right,
I
so.
think it's tied to Asmodeus, Supreme Master of all hell.
Oh,
Okay.
good God.
Well, I guess the only thing we can do now is wait till nightfall and see if we can just take care of this Neon Rouge for them.
We
Hit him with his knockin'.
Just on the off chance that the fire isn't our fault, we should also look at the bakery.
Yeah, we should check the bakery.
You know what? I could really go for a beer right now.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Do they have those
Beer? Yeah. They had beer in
here?
Egypt.
All right, so
Fair point.
you go to the local bakery, the John Henry Bakery. On the way there, you pass the public house, which is legitimately the house that has just made beer. It's just a dude's house. They offer you drinks. The beer is terrible and room temperature.
God, it's like drinking in Britain. Anyway.
And you wanted, to look at the bakery?
This beer is literally healthier than the water we would be drinking right now.
Yeah, it's I think why they made it.
God, could you imagine day drinking all your damn life and just trying to settle somewhere? No wonder roads are screwed up.
Yeah, man, you can't drink the water in a lot of these places, so they put booze in it to make it safe to drink.
Yep.
Which means, like, until a certain point in history, every founding father who was really successful was also crunk off his ass.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, that very much like the marijuana that we're growing these days, it's not the same as what they used to drink back then. They had like very, very small alcohol count on their booze that they were drinking, and it was mostly to keep it sanitation than it was to actually get drunk. So you could drink that stuff all day and you'd be, like buzzed, I guess.
It's almost like non-alcoholic beer. It's the
Yeah.
lowest they could make it while being alcoholic so that it's safe to drink.
Yeah.
All right.
To
the
You
bakery.
investigate the bakery. It is a bakery. It is typical of its time. It's got the kiln and the bakery section in the back of it. Fresh bread up in the front for sale. The gentleman in question he just ignores you. He's busy working.
How close are the bags of flour towards the kiln in the bakery?
Opposite end of the room.
That's good. That's smart.
What about
Because-
the pipes?
They lead to the outside of the house, and it's just a chimney, and then it goes up.
Have they been recently cleaned?
No, they're still in good nick.
God damn. Okay. Okay. kind of come back down after inspecting the pipes and I've like covered the evidence that it's us. His mounting at an incredible rate.
We'll do our best to try and stop it. How's that?
I mean, it's kind of historically important. It's on the flag.
Fun fact, what he said is 100% true. That the Detroit Fire is located on the flag of Detroit to this day.
I hate that. I hate that, man. Come on.
Yeah, literally, it's two women crying about.
Oh, there's crying women.
Yeah, on the flag.
Yep.
Their motto means "From ash starts a new beginning," which really is just setting them up for a fall.
All right, so unless there's nothing else, you guys hunkered down for the evening. William is following you the entire time, just chatting with you, talking about everything, trying to get as much knowledge as he can about the future, but you guys, I assume, don't tell him anything.
I'm
We're not telling
lie to
you.
him, like how it is in classic vintage photos predicting the future.
Oh no.
Mike, can you elaborate on these lies?
Oh, hang on. Everyone gets a personal Zeppelin bicycle.
Why? He doesn't know what a Zeppelin or a bicycle is.
Yeah.
So, if I'm reading this right, you just spend the evening like drawing fantastic devices in the dirt and just spouting nothing but terrible lies to this child.
Yeah, like.
Why are you making him Warlock Willie? Why are you making him Warlock Willie?
I just like I feel like I'm about to say that. Just everyone's giving me the dirtiest look, and I just stop.
Stop it.
It's like, understand, William. We can't tell you anything of what the future holds. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Because there are good things that happen in the future. There are also bad things that happen in the future. And unfortunately, those bad things also have to happen. As well as the good things. Alright?
That's causality. That's what the other man said.
God, you're so freaking smart. I just pat the kid on the head.
Well, at least we have to live. Because you came from the future, and you said you're from Detroit, meaning that the village survives.
Yeah.
So by being here, you've already changed things, because now I know things that I can't.
I mean, no, you're pretty locked in. You're fine. Nothing. You're not. You're fine.
Oh boy.
Yeah. This is kind of heavy to try and dance around these issues. Look.
All right. Well.
when we say to do so, how's this? When we say to do so, you and your dad get everyone out of the city as quickly as possible. All right? Because if this thing goes down, because if this thing goes down with the imp, we want to make sure that everybody gets out of the city. How's that? All right?
I can help with that.
We're deputizing you in this. You make sure that this happens. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do. When
Good.
you say the word, I will get my father and we shall evacuate the village as quickly as possible.
Good.
Good lad.
And so you continue the evening talking with this, with William. The Mayor Greaves comes back every once in a while, blah, blah, blah. Starts talking about what his plans for the future are. His family's been here since the founding of Detroit, blah, blah. He gives you the whole historic lesson that you have nothing else to do, so you're stuck listening to. You okay, Sam?
Trying not to inadvertently turn anything into Warlock Willie.
He's got to be here.
Are you just like anytime you see someone in the background, like, is that Warlock Willie? Is that Warlock Willie?
I double checked the
Could be.
dates. Warlock Willie dies in 1811. if I have my dates right. And he already has his cult running around, I think. So if we see
In the
anyone
chat, go Warlock Willie. Fucking horns.
if we see someone running around in purple robes, it's probably him, and we'll kick his ass back to the Stone Age.
Yeah, it's like that Evo Shandor guy from friggin' New York.
Oh, Evo Shandor.
Oh, we could go to New York and we could solve the Edor Shandor.
The sun sets, and after you're all on edge, you're all on duty, until eventually you start hearing a commotion coming from the far side of the village. It's nothing too crazy. It just sounds like a drunk having a great night. Loud until a little bit of laughter, a lot of laughter, a terrifying amount of laughter, and a couple of screams.
Yep. All right.
All right, there we go.
I think that's him.
So, you turn the corner, and at the center of town, Sam, I think you know the photo I want. You see the imp in all of his glory. The Nine Rouge.
Well, that's not Asmodeus.
Son of a bitch.
He might be.
And he stands there, he's got his hands on hips and goes like, never changes. Never fucking changes.
We could just light him up.
One.
Yeah, y'all
two,
wanna
three.
Yep.
Throw it.
Yes. Roast him.
Alright, so you're rolling to attack?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Alright, roll for it.
I roll what? Moves?
Yep,
Moves. Yeah, moves. To
If
shoot.
I don't have specifically a thing for it, cool. I'm gonna roll my moves.
Yeah, I'm fucking
And I'm gonna add 3, bringing me down to 11 brownie points.
Okay.
Pizzazz.
Ooh. Is anyone else chipping in?
Oh, fuck
Yeah. Spending 2 brownie points, giving me 7 dice to roll, and Shazam!
Okay.
3 brownie points to mine.
I'm adding 5.
Fuck.
Eat shit, Willie.
Sam, don't worry.
Sorry.
So,
I think it's so
immediately
funny.
With no hesitation, all of you see this thing and immediately just start blasting. No
So anyway, I
questions,
started
walk in.
blasting.
The first you all hit. Sam, you are close to hitting another stream, but you catch it. That's all that happens.
Okay, good.
So, you capture the imp, and you see the moment it hits it, it pierces right through him, leaving a scorched circle. As he looks down, and the scorching mark just seems to slowly go and around, he starts screaming in agony as these burn marks start just corroding and taking over his entire body, screaming in pain as he's slowly just turned into ash in front of you.
That's
We
not
neutralized him.
normal. That's not normal.
Well, I love the idea of this little demon man standing there like, nothing ever changes in this town. And then just 4 people fucking open up on him with proton packs. It's like, here's something you've never seen before.
Magic trick, motherfucker.
Yeah,
From
actually,
behind you hear the sounds. Oh man, that must have sucked. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Oh, he's the worst. I turn off my
Behind you on a roof now sits the Nine Rouge, like lounging like this, one leg up, looking at the rest of you like, you guys don't belong here, do ya?
It's gonna be all night.
no,
we
we
keep trying to shoot at him. Can we just keep doing that, or what's the plan?
Well, it's obviously not his real body, right? So, like, we could just.
All right, you know what? You hold on to your mood slime charge, Gary. I'm gonna hit him with mine and see if that has a reaction.
Dude, I don't think that's his
hit him
real
with his
body.
knockgun.
Like, if that's not his real body, then he could be anywhere.
You know, you guys are being really rude right now. I'm trying to have a casual conversation. You're talking amongst yourselves.
It's worth a
Ugh.
shot.
Never let
Suck.
anyone have a casual conversation. I know from experience.
Just hit him. Try it out.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen? It's not. It's a snot gun. Hit it with a snot gun.
He disappears from the roof and he now appears 2 feet in front of you guys. Goes, hello, my name is Rouge. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, it's just like he goes, "My name is Rouge." Somebody shoots him.
Yeah.
You can do that. Roll for it.
Fine, let's talk to him. Hello, Mr. Neon Rouge.
Oh, you know who I am. My reputation precedes me.
Yeah, it do. Why do you curse this town, O malevolent spirit?
Okay, sure. One, I was minding my own business. Picture it. Pleasant afternoon day, I'm relaxing, I'm sunbathing, then a jackass comes up and says, "Damn you, imp," and kicks me in the ribs.
All
Well-
right. How do we apologize to you so that you stop vexing these people?
Oh, that's not an option, I'm afraid. You see, once you've pissed me off, that's just a life thing. Personal mantra. Hope you don't take it personally.
Your life or someone else's?
Well, I mean, first guy I already killed. I made him have to go to France. I got him executed. Whole thing. Great fun time. But really, just I want to destroy everything about him. So that includes this village, because it's his legacy. And the last thing I want is someone to have a good time without me.
I'm just gonna nod at Weiss.
Go, you know what? I can't believe I actually get to use this line, but dead or alive, you're coming with me. And I hit him with the slime gun.
Go for it. Ooh.
Oh, shit!
Byron?
It's 30 though, but it does
You
have
hit
a
him.
6 on it.
I hit him with the mood slime.
You hit him with the mood slime. He looks at you and he goes, "Oh! Oh, it's so gooey! Oh! Yeah, I
Don't
can
get
get
off on it.
used to this."
Don't want it, dude. Come on.
Look,
You know what? I like you guys. You're fun. So I'm not gonna hurt you at all.
no.
Nope.
Okay.
I am not going to hurt you at all.
You're gonna leave these people alone too?
I didn't say that, buddy boy. Behind you, you begin to hear and feel heat and light. Sam, can I get photo number 8, please?
Tom, did you?
As you
take
hear the
buddy
sounds of chanting and screaming appear
Is that one?
as the village of Detroit has started to burst into flame all around you simultaneously.
Chanting?
Yep.
Where's the chanting coming from?
Chanting appears to be coming from inside the fire. Sam, the one next to that one, number 8, which has the chanting figures.
1 second.
The call is coming from inside the house.
The
Yeah.
call is coming from inside all of the houses.
Alright. Yeah.
As the fire spreads and reaches through house to house to house, from out of each house emerges a cloaked, hooded figure that seems to be chanting endlessly.
Shit, it's Dread Pirate Roberts. Don't give me that.
The Rouge looks at all of you and goes, what can I say? Sorry, I'm supposed to start a fire here today, so I got to keep my schedule. But,
God
like
damn
I
it.
promised, you guys are gonna be fine. You guys, you're fun. Well, I'll catch you in I don't know, whatever. And he fades into nothing.
William, evacuate!
Doing it, sir! As he's running from home to home, trying to rescue people as quickly as possible. The fire is raging around you, and there are now 4 of these hooded, cloaked figures slowly marching through the village, spreading flames.
Gonna PKE meter on one of those hooded figures. Are they ghosts? Are they fire ghosts?
The reader is reaching maximum. This is a class 4. This is a high level ghost.
These are roaming repeaters. Let's hit them.
Light it up.
Light them up!
All right. So which ones you roll? And what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to roll my moves to hit a guy with only 1 point, and oh no.
Okay. Is anyone else doing an attack round this run?
How have you gotten the ghost dice like 3 times this session?
Oh, I don't fucking know, man.
I'm gonna use my trait called Attract Attention, and I'm gonna try and make them all focus on me.
Ah!
Can you let me finish? That way, hopefully, the plan will go together.
I'm not rolling my dice until Sam does.
Go for it, Sam. What do you got?
I would like to do the thing so that way they'll all come at the same time. Look at that! I've got a thing that doesn't got a fucking thing on it. Jeez.
No ghost dice on Sam.
Byron, are you joining in or?
Well, are these fire spirits now being attracted towards Sheila?
I'm gonna say yeah. Sheila goes first, and how are you attracting their attention, Sam?
You know what? I'm gonna grab a bucket of water that I'm pretty sure somebody has left behind. I'm gonna splash them and go, "Hey, over here, fuckos!"
It works. All the figures they all turn in unison towards you, and then they all start marching slowly towards Sheila.
I just like
the other two,
hey, asshole! And they all just turn and look and like, oh, darn it.
In a panic, the other two instantly fire their proton packs. You guys eventually hit them without causing some minor fires as you draw the beams closer. And specifically, Gary, you definitely hit the bakery.
I'm just gonna while still shooting with my proton pack, I'm just gonna look over to Gary and be like, it was just pipe ash. It was just someone's pipe ash.
How about you not be a dick for 5 seconds? How about I'm having a hard time.
It was just someone's pipe ash. That's our official story.
Isn't time travel fun?
Time travel.
I love Sam's just like, yeah, I got their attention. Oh no, I got their attention.
All right, Byron, it's your turn.
Hold on, is the bakery toast?
Fucking goddamn it. Why don't I have a course of booze button? Hate this.
All right, Byron.
Spending 2 more brownie points on fire weapon, giving me 7 dice.
Okay.
For another capture beam.
All right. 3 of them are now contained by a single beam each, leaving 1 free. Its turn now. It tries to launch a fireball at you guys and misses wildly, just adding more fire to the fire. Because, when you throw fire to fire, it just makes more fire.
Well, we do have a fresh trap. Because I'm carrying one. I'm also carrying incalculable sorrow, disappointment.
My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
Just kind of slide a trap along the ground, kind of upsetty spaghetti at how everything went down.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the reason.
Hey, but look at it this way, Gary. You're now officially a part of history.
Yeah, but that's just any time you. That's just intellectual talk for saying you were a disaster.
Do you seriously think you caused the fire?
I had a
Detroit the village is already on fire before you started the one at the bakery. You just lit the bakery on fire.
Yeah, that means it's technically.
Oh, that's the second bodega.
Oh no! History was wrong about a whole bunch of facts.
I
What else is
know.
new?
I'm just more upsetty about that. By the way,
All right,
isn't there a
so
river
it's-
nearby here? Why don't we just throw the ghosts in the river?
Why don't we just throw them in the trap?
Oh yeah, that too.
It's the top of the order. You guys can do whatever you want right now.
We should trap the ghosts.
Yeah, Sheila, if you want, throw your last capture beam so that way we can get the last one in.
Yep, probably I'm gonna get.
Oh, and then
Where's
we can
everyone
get the kid to come out and do the trap for us because we're all busy holding the ghosts. Someone's got to do the trap.
Get over here!
Hey, kid, remember that thing I hit you in the face with earlier today?
William, you want to be important?
William, with an eager grin, runs towards the flames to try and help you guys.
The kid's gonna die badly.
We're in the process of exercising a bunch of ghosts, and we need help. Can I do an orate to give him instructions on how to help us with all of this business?
That'd probably be smart.
Yes.
How's 27? How's that?
You deliver crystal clear instructions. This kid is smart, he is listening, and he now knows what to do.
I don't have to worry. He got a real close look at this earlier today. So, it's fine.
It's fine, it's good, it's fine.
It's fine. This builds character.
Ugh.
Concussions build character.
Okay, so you now have an extra. I will now run the trap as William, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So what is the plan, guys?
Well, the last one, Sheila's gonna get with the last capture beam and then pull them all together and then trap.
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding another 4 brownie points to this. So
You got it, Sam.
Hopefully I don't roll a 6. Haha, I didn't roll a 6.
All right. You have captured all 4 of the hooded figures. I'm also assuming you're like doing this one-handed with your VHS recorder in the other. Is that still happening?
Sure, let's call it that.
All right, babe.
Sam rolling those dice, looking up like Willem Dafoe, just like.
I like to think at this point, like I must have like a camera mount on my shoulder or something.
I'll get that designed for you next time.
Yeah, you can get one, and then you can hook up like a sensor to like the goggles that she's got on, and it'd be like the Predator. Like whenever she looks around, like the camera like turns with her. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Give
That'd
me
be
a
cool
little
as
bit.
fuck.
Give me a little bit of time, and it'll happen.
All right. So you now have all 4 of these things locked in a beam each. What are you doing?
We need to trap them.
William, get the trap out.
See if we can make a couple of them roommates.
William
All
gets
4
the
of
trap
them.
out.
Oh my god. All right,
Does
we're gonna tell him to put it in the middle of the road, and then to bring the other, like the steppy pad, back over to us.
Yep, he does it without question, and he does it perfectly.
Oh, that's awesome. What a good kid. And now I'm going to ask him to get clear, like to move away, so to get to a safe distance and don't look in the trap.
I looked at
He
the trap,
follows your
Ray.
instructions.
All right, let's try to bring them all into the middle and then hit yon button. What are we rolling for that?
We just have to hit the button.
So,
We just gotta hope that they're damaged enough by us electrocuting the living shit out of them that they're weak.
So I just want to clarify something though. You're bringing them all into one spot together and then trying to do the trap all at once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we don't have much space.
like Scaleri Brothers style, like get them all close together and then hit them all with the trap at the same time.
I have good news and I have bad news.
What's the bad news?
It worked.
That's the bad news?
Yeah.
What's the good news?
What's the good news?
Well, it's good news for the ghosts.
Why?
Because you brought all 4 of them together in one spot. And
But
now
then the
there's
trap.
one figure in the beams. There's just one big ghost now.
Oh, they merged. Oh, that's terrible.
Because it's the same entity.
I mean,
But then the trap.
Yeah.
But then the trap, though.
But now it's going to resist breaking out of the
it's
beams.
stronger. Yeah. Because these things are terrible.
But he's got 4 beams on him, though.
Okay, well, then roll your beams.
What do we roll for beams?
We roll
Just
our,
more moves.
more moves.
More
I think I'm gonna
moves?
Put a couple.
And I will also, if you want to roll cool and do a one-liner instead,
No! I'm not cool. I'm an idiot.
All right.
Fire weapon with some bonus brownie points.
Same here.
I'm gonna, I'll throw in 3 more points on my
I'll throw
cool,
3 points
and I'm
on
gonna
it.
go. Your plans are toast. In honor of the bakery. Fuck.
No!
You know what? I'm not even gonna roll cool. That was too good. I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let that one hang. I'm gonna roll. I got 17. 17, 30, 32, and 23. No
Oh.
ghost dice. No, wait. No, Sam got ghost dice.
Sam, I really feel like I'm picking on you. I'm so sorry.
No, roll 20 hates me.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Dice roller. This doesn't beat Sam.
So, as you draw these ghosts over the trap together, you realize slightly to mistake that when you bring them all towards one, they just clump up together and just make a bigger and bigger elemental, fire elemental for the most part. And Sheila is the first to realize this and tries to scream out and pull her beam out at the last minute to try and save everyone from doing this. But sadly, that's right when a gust of wind throws a whole bunch of ash right down her throat. So all you hear is, "Watch out for the..."
Colin DeLorean has donated another $50 here. Sam, feel better. Another $50 for an even boo 100.
Fucking.
Thank you,
Oh.
Colin DeLorean.
I can't beat that.
Thank
pun.
you,
That's
Colin
$200
DeLorean.
he just gave us.
$200.
That's a $200 pun right now.
Yep.
So we're gonna give it some Titus. We're gonna put some Titus on it. There you go.
Why do you have that button?
Because a lot of people in my community make terrible puns, and I just want to have a button that I could do. If it's especially bad, then we cut it off after the first laugh. So that's
Okay, fair enough.
Guess we asked a silly question, got an answer.
Yeah, I got an answer. Not sure if I
Yeah.
wanted it.
Yeah. I've been doing this
All
for
right.
a long time.
So, you keep this thing contained because you guys all rolled exceptionally even with the ghost dice.
Yeah.
So, all that's left for you to do is to activate the trap. Are you doing that, or is William doing that?
We'll all do it.
I've told William to get clear because I didn't want him to hit the button and end up turning into Warlock Willie. So, who wants to hit the button?
I'll hit the button.
Do
Hit
it.
the button.
I'm big meaty boy. I can hit the button with muscle.
Do it up.
Do I have to roll?
Yep.
All right. I think that's
Push the
last my
button.
brownie points.
Push the button.
Push the button.
It's just a button.
Yeah, it's us. I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put fucking. Where go? I pushed the button with my muscles.
With a faithful clunk, you stomp down on the trap opens. Light excels out of it, reaching around and drags this thing slowly, kicking and screaming into the trap.
That's good.
It seals, and you can see the trap is still like red hot as it seals from the heat of this thing, as it slowly cools and returns to a normal temperature. the village of Detroit is still on fire, and you guys spend most of the night helping out with the bucket brigade, trying to save all that you can.
Standing there holding a red hot trap, like, congratulations, you're saved, and everything's on fire.
We did it, guys! We saved the city! Everything's on fire. The night is long, and slowly but surely, through the efforts of the entire citizens of the village of Detroit, you slowly manage to break this fire, and by the light of the dawn of the next day, the fire is finally ended. The city is, well, the village of Detroit is almost entirely gone.
Yeah.
The only thing left is the storehouse that contains William's lab, and the storage, thankfully, also contained all the village's grain, so that they know they're not going to starve anytime soon.
Oh, good.
That's why that building was made out of stone.
Yeah,
Well, and also, if a fire caught in the grain silo, it would have fucking exploded and leveled the town.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That would have killed everybody.
Is the mayor mad at us?
The mayor is sitting on like a log. He's got ash over half of his face. He's looking distant and just kind of beaten. He hasn't even acknowledged your presence yet.
So we're gonna.
That's fair.
We're gonna go. We're sorry.
He stands up and he looks at you and goes like, no, you can't leave just yet.
Oh no!
He walks over. He puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Thank you for everything that you've done.
What?
This village would have been destroyed, everyone killed, had you not contained the imps. Things. Thank you. Sincerely. You've saved Detroit."
That's a sentence
You're
I've never
welcome?
heard ever in the existence of Detroit.
Did we just get thanked, guys, as the Detroit chapter of the Ghostbusters?
Congratulations, everybody. Despite our best efforts, we saved Detroit.
You guys gotta remember, Detroit is not the buildings that were burnt down here. Detroit is the people that are here.
Yeah, they usually tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Save Detroit. Wow.
You go through the village, there's really nothing left. It's just chimney stacks, the warehouse, the trails leading off onto the villages. People have already started to rebuild and gather. And off in the distance, you hear the sounds of, Friends! Friends, I have something to show you!
William, what is it?
Yep. So on the edge of the village, there's William, and he has found a collection of the shiny rocks that you warned him of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And he's pointing at them. You're like, these you said were dangerous. Is that right?
I mean, potentially.
Some of them, yeah. Why?
Well, it's just, he picks one up and looks at it, and he goes, I can't help but notice that it seems to be glowing more than you... As he says that, a big green portal opens up directly behind him, and a terrible set of claws exit the portal, grabbing the child immediately, as a dickish tiger does a barrel roll, slamming the child onto the ground in front of you.
Is Howie still there?
There's definitely something red on the back of the tiger, but it's moving very quickly.
It's like a very Calvin and Hobbes kind of situation here, where the tiger just kind of dives out on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do anything, or are you just gonna let this tiger maul this kid?
No, we're gonna.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna wrestle the fucking tiger.
Do it. Spend all of your brownie points you have left to wrestle this tiger, Mike.
Fuck yeah, I am. I'm gonna die if I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
My wrestle is just. I feel like it's 5d8. If I throw another 5 on there, which should be the last of my brownie points. That's 10d6.
Roll it.
I'm a super.
Gary, you've got 7 dice in wrestle.
39.
Oh, did I not roll enough dice?
Well, you have
Yeah, you
seven.
I said
You have seven.
7 dice
and
on
then
your
you
sheet.
said 5, and I was like, no, it's 7.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll roll another 2d6 to add to that.
Roll another 2.
45.
45.
Am I the type of DM that will allow you to try and wrestle a tiger?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. There's no
Of course
question
you
in my
are.
mind.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you are. Don't play that game.
All right. How exactly did you want to wrestle the
Well,
tiger?
'cause the tiger's
Gonna allow
on
it.
top of him. So what I do is I get the tiger in an attitude adjustment. You know, John Cena.
You get the tiger in a full Nelson?
Well, what I'm doing, because
It's a fireman's carry, ironically enough.
yeah. So I just scoop
That's
myself
incredible.
under the tiger's belly as he's mauling the kid, and put my hands on the other side of his body, lift him up, and flip his ass and back slam him down.
I need to.
Hell yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I need to find out how much a tiger weighs.
Less than
A ton.
my feelings.
It weighs over 800 pounds.
There you go.
Yeah, but he got like a 45.
Are we gonna call this like you know when a mom sees her child like
Oh, yes.
in peril and suddenly they gain super strength?
Yeah, except I'm
Yeah,
just
That's
really
exactly
mad about
what's
it.
happening.
Except,
Gary got mom strength.
except
Gary,
it wasn't for the child, it was
you-
for history.
Gary, you saw before you the kid that had worked hard to save your life, and you know for a fact no one died in the Great Fire of Detroit, and you'll be damned if you're gonna let that part of history be the only part that didn't remain true.
Oh, goddamn.
So in a feat of strength you didn't know you had, you dive under the tiger, lift it up, and start stretching it to the best you can.
And then I fucking suplex it back down on the ground.
Okay.
Fuck
You
yeah.
hear an oof of a tiger and a man screaming in pain as another portal opens up and the tiger falls into it.
You better no, I'm going after it.
You body slammed the tiger through time.
Yeah, I did.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tom raises a good question in the chat. Is Gary from Yakuza like a dragon? And I think the answer is, of course he is. What the hell's the matter with you?
All right. The minute you do that, you start hearing. So you've dealt with the tiger.
Yeah.
William is screaming in pain as he's got a very large scar going across his foreground. He's got a big cut under his eye. And as you're looking at this child, you start hearing in the background from the woods,
Mama killed that imp.
as a man in a purple cloak with a big stick starts walking forward slowly.
That's Warlock Willie.
He looks over at you and goes, "That tiger's a bitch!"
I feel like I just kind of look up with like that crazy post-berserker rush going, there you are.
I got you, motherfucker.
They're gonna write on your grave, you die in 6 years, but you're gonna die today.
I'm gonna hurt you so bad it's gonna take 6 years for you to die.
Willie looks at all of him. He goes like, "You start the fire! Do you do that? Willie knows things."
Oh, good. I'm gonna beat him to death with my proton pack. Like it hurts.
You do that, I'm gonna beat the tiger to death with mine.
We lost the tiger in the portal. Is the portal closed?
The portal has closed.
God damn it, we're still stuck here.
Willie looks at you and goes, "Tiger? No, tiger's not gone. Tiger's here. It's all around us. It's hunting us."
Great Gollum, why don't you point him out and then we'll deal with him?
Okay, right there! And he points literally to the middle of the field, and the minute he does that, another vortex opens up as the tiger jumps through and once again tackles William.
Son of a bitch!
William?
Stop attacking William! I don't know what
Okay,
to do.
fine. I'm shooting my fucking proton pack at this.
Yeah,
It's
kill the
ridiculous.
tiger, yes. Fucking kill
Same.
the tiger.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
I'm tired tired and I don't want to deal with this anymore.
I want to poop in a toilet.
27.
All right.
I'm down
Anyone
to 4
else
brownie
rolling?
points.
Yeah.
Rolling, and I'm making a cool quip by saying, "See you later, tiger."
Sure, Sam.
Tiger.
I'll take
I
it.
don't know. I'm tired.
Fuck you, bitch, tiger. Plow.
Shit,
All right.
die, tiger.
So you guys manage to hit the tiger. So what happens is the tiger jumps out of one portal, lands, then immediately rushes over to William. And as it pounces, it starts creating a portal underneath him. So it gets its head through as it's pouncing on him, and then you blast him. All 4 of you hit him with your proton packs, and it sends him flying off of William. But you notice that it also shut the portal on William's head as he was kind of in between the portals.
Is William dead or is he just caught in the portals?
He's not moving, he's lying on the ground, and when you hit the tiger, you hit the tiger, it rolls with the impact. You look at it, you can see it's got some scorch marks along its side. It stares at all of you and growls relentlessly and runs off into the forest as quickly as it can.
I rush over to William to see if I can provide first aid.
Okay. You turn over, and William is still there. His hair has all of a sudden gotten almost pure white immediately. His wounds have all instantly healed and scarred over. He's now got a big crescent scar under his eye and a big one across his forearm, and the small one on this cheekbone from the proton pack earlier.
Yeah.
William,
And he's
are you all right?
unresponsive.
I'm gonna
He's
look
lying
at
there
Warlock
staring,
Willie.
and his eyes are just flickering rapidly in every direction possible.
Well, he sees infinity.
Look over. Is Warlock Willie still there?
Is Warlock Willie still here?
Yep, Willie has
Does-
been slowly walking towards you this whole time.
Does Warlock Willie have a big scar under one of his eyes?
He gets closer and closer, and you see Warlock Willie is a very, very thin, rail thin man. Looks like he does not take good care of himself. Little bit of stubble, patchy beard at best. And as he gets closer, you can see he's got a wild, crazed look in his eye. And a half-moon scar under one side. A small scar on his cheekbone here. And a big one on his forearm. And he gets right close and goes, "I told you they were after me!"
God damn it, Tom.
How did I fucking know? How did I call it earlier this fucking stream? Oh, look at that. Look at how fucking smart I am.
Willie looks at you and is like, "You don't worry about him. He'll be me soon. And then he'll be fine, because he'll be Willie."
You're the worst.
God damn it, Tom.
You're the worst, dude.
Willie's a good man. Willie's gonna help you.
How are you going to help us, Willie?
Toilets.
Do you have a
Did you say toilets?
Toilets. Will it get you what you want? You want a toilet. Will it get you a toilet?
I mean, there's a lot more attached to that, Will.
Start making sense, Willie.
What? Willie makes sense. Willie knows things. Willie knows things that have happened, will happen, and already happened to Willie.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you get us back to our proper time period or no?
Willie's not that strong. Willie just knows things. Just like he knows the tiger's coming back in 5 seconds.
Well, you get yourself out of the way here then, or else you won't exist.
Willie knows, Willie knows, Willie knows. Tiger! On cue, the Time Tiger has run back into the woods.
This isn't as fun when it's not our fault. I say that in character.
It walks 3/4 of the way to you guys, sits, and then tears open a portal in time and stares at you.
It's better take
Don't give me that look.
So that's our cue to use that portal. Okay then. I briefly walk over to Warlock Willie. I put my hand on his shoulder and go, I'm really sorry for what happened to you. I'm also sorry for this. And I hoof him in the groin with my knee.
Willie curls up into the fetal position on the ground and screams, I knew you'd do that!
At which point I walk over to the catatonic body of William and I just pat him on the head and go, I'm really sorry for what's happened to you, kid. And I go, that's our cue, guys.
All right, let's get out of here.
At least we won't be here to see how they try to do the new layout for Detroit.
Yeah, we don't need to give them that inspiration either.
I'm glad that's not our fault.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So do you guys take into the portal?
Yep.
Alright. You walk through the portal and you leave 1805 Detroit.
Yep.
Willie gets up from the fetal position, brushes himself off, walks over and strokes young William's hair. And he looks and he goes, Willie knows things, but you need to know things. He brings his forehead and he touches foreheads and goes, you need to learn, Willie. He picks up the child and throws him headfirst into the portal as well. The portal closes as Willie looks over onto the remains of Detroit. And under his breath, he whispers, Willie's not done with you yet. A portal opens up over the grave of Warlock Willie as the four of you calmly walk out.
The grave of Warlock Willie being... Hold on.
No, you can show it if you want, yeah.
This tree that...
Yeah, this tree.
This tree.
Yeah.
Man, we want to defile a tree.
I mean, I already
got a lot. You guys have so much hate for a guy who's done nothing but help you.
He did not help us. Don't lie.
Alright, so the tree opens up, you guys calmly walk out, and before you stands a very different sight than once you thought. Sam, can I get last put up on screen, please? Which once was a very pristine and clear view of your beloved city of Detroit has now been replaced by this.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
That one.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Don't you
City
tell
of
me.
Detroit
On fire.
is still on fire from when you last saw it. The skyline has changed. There are buildings that were not there before. You instantly recognize that something is off. The city is on fire and it desperately needs help.
It's still on fire to this day, they say.
At the base of the hill, you hear a honk of a horn, and you see the Ecto 2 ready for you.
Oh, hey!
Hey, the car's still here.
Good.
And we will end your section of adventures. There's one more
Our
thing to show.
section?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back in the past, Mayor Greaves is still sitting with his head in his hands when he feels a hand on his shoulder, and a friend of his goes, don't worry, my son. Stanford, it's not all lost. We can rebuild. We can build this place up better than it's ever been before. Sam, the last photo, please.
I think it's this one.
As a very red-headed man pats his shoulder. Not to worry, my friend. We can rebuild. I have a plan for this city. And he pulls out a scroll, and he lays it flat, and it's the map of Detroit with a very unique wheel spoke design.
Wheel spoke. Hang on. Wheel spoke in terms of like not really wheel spoke.
Fucking
Wheel spoke
pentagram.
in like the biggest stretches imaginable.
It's a pentagram. It's how the pentagram thing is, and it's also the guy looks like the mayor.
Yep.
What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Congratulations, players! You have survived episode 3 of Ghostbusters Detroit, which you technically never left.
All player grumbling is right.
Yep.
Wow! Incredible!
There you go.
All character grumbling aside, Tom, that was a lot of fun.
Very well done.
I
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't understand, why do you hate Warlock Willie so?
His name is stupid, and it pisses me off.
'Cause he's stupid and his name is stupid and I hate him. He's stupid.
His dumb face with his dumb powers and his dumb name and his dumb name again.
He existed. That was enough to anger me.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. That was part 3 of this. You are the first Ghostbusters to travel through time, so that's cool.
Are we?
Are we? I think you can't really be first in time travel. You can just be the newest.
We're the latest Ghostbusters to travel through time.
Correction, you're the first. Quiet, you. Oh
thank you,
man,
Tom.
that was fun.
Trying to give your fucking game a continuity.
Oh, I've planned this. I've already planned it to the end. I know how the game ends.
Welcome to being a DM for an ongoing series, Tom.
Yeah.
I
It was a
know
mistake.
things.
Yeah, it was a mistake. You should have left it as a one-shot. Then we wouldn't have to deal with Willie.
Yeah. I have a
You
funny-
did this.
I have a funny idea who that guy is. Funny idea, buddy boy.
So funny.
Anyway. I think do your outro, dude.
Right, on that, I think that's all we have. Is there any announcements we need to go over?
We will be announcing something later this week. We just got to finalize one last thing before we go into it. But yeah.
All right, well then, I would like to say thank you everyone to watching in and watching us play this fun game. I hope you've enjoyed it. I guess we should go around the circle, starting with our top left, which would be...
No, stop. All right, so hi, I'm Connell Macbeth. I stream 5 days a week, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time-ish. I'm a VTuber. I go by Chief Macbeth, and we've been playing a bunch of games. And I'm very excited for the games that we're going to be playing this coming week. You should come check us out.
We're playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, I've been doing a long-form series with Big Mike doing Elden Ring, and it's a huge amount of fun because Elden Ring's an incredible game. If you guys want to come check that out.
Yes, you get the dynamic duo of I Know What I'm Doing and Captain Smoothbrain.
We switch roles sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
fingers
Mike's
crossed.
the voice of reason for some reason.
All right, and across from that would be our fearless tech leader.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam, the production manager, playing Sheila. You can find me over at all the D20 Live stuff, which should be scrolling on the screen down in the corner of that direction. There we go.
Bottom right.
There we go. That one.
Yeah.
You can also find me over at what is now X, still is fucking twitter.com.
Yeah.
You can find me over there under Eyes of Violet 13. If you're on Blue Sky, I'm there too. Same username.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Good job.
But yeah, fun times.
Hi everyone, I'm
And go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Big Mike. Today I was playing Gary, the hopelessly lost in time man. You can catch me mostly here. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on TikTok. You can catch me on Blue Sky and Not on Instagram yet, because I'm not an artist. Don't have pictures to post up. But you can catch me most places. Yeah.
And last but not least,
Hi everybody, I'm Byron. I've been playing your danger scientist, AJ Weiss, and I've been having a lot of fun with this. You can catch me on all the socials, twitch.tv/ I'm on Inserata, as well as I'm on FitNerd on Twitter, formerly Twitter, now known as X.
It's still Twitter. It's like the Sky Dome. You can call
Yeah.
it Sky Center all you want. It's the Sky Dome.
It's the Sky Dome.
yeah. And I am Tom. I've been your Ghostmaster for this session. I'd like to thank you all once again for tuning in. I don't know why you like watching this madness, but I'm so happy you do. With D20 Live, the 404s, I have social medias, but I'm usually not very attentive to them. I apologize. And yeah, I do stupid fun stuff here and other places.
Why is it? Why are our mods telling everybody that they have to fight me in hand-to-hand combat? What's happening now? I wasn't paying attention.
Tonberry, what have you done?
Jordan goes, you can catch me on these heads, son. Like, if you catch him, though, be prepared for the consequences. If you catch him, you have to keep him. You have to fight Sam in hand-to-hand combat. What's happening?
I just like the line, we like seeing supernatural Florida, Tom. That's the reason they come back. Supernatural Florida.
Florida. God.
We have too many final.
Oh, that makes you all Florida men.
Yeah. No, we're the cops in Florida.
And on that bombshell, good night, everybody.
Night, everyone. Thanks again.